Happy Memorial Day there, brothers and sister veterans, and all the ones that are in service now and the ones in the past that put up their lives for this nation. And we give you thanks. So with that, let's move on to the video. I got some artifacts and whatnot. Haven't been able to get any gold this year yet. I don't know. It's just hit and miss with that. But anyway, I do got some cool stuff I want to share with you. And so I'm going to turn this around and we'll get after that right now. So here we are. These are some arrowheads that I've found over the past, and I've had a whole lot more than this. And we had a house fire in, what, 1988, I believe it was. And I had a lot more. But these are some of the points that I've found around the area. In my backyard. It's fun, you know, you're just out there messing around, enjoying nature, walking the dogs and whatnot. But yeah, there's some good ones in here and there's some not so good ones. But there is one in here. Oh yeah, this one here. Made out of quartz. That's the first I've seen of this, man. I was pretty pumped when I found this. And that was back by the reservoir that I'm going to show you here in a little bit. But I thought that was really cool. And here's another little one. Let's see, what is that? Can't zoom in, but I think that's another quartz. Yeah, there we go. That's a quartz point. And then we'll move on up here. And I'm going to show you some of the very first points that I made. And some other points that, oh dang it, I got to get this case over here without busting stuff. So, oh, I should have been better prepared. But anyway, here we go. Bear with me, guys. Now, these ones here, a buddy of mine, he's passed on now, but he was an avid artifact collector. And he also went to prison over it because his whole house was a museum, man. I'll tell you what. He was down in Costa Rica, all over California and whatnot. But these here points all came from the Duck Flat area. Well, it's kind of a ways from Cedarville, but anyway. But like these ones here, when they were making them, they would have probably traded something like that, you know, just for material. But what caused this is it's called end shock. And if you get down close to what you got right here and you start beating on the other end of it, you know, the tail end of it, and you hit it wrong, man, that thing will bust right in half every freaking time. I know, because I've done it 1,000 times. But then over here, these are my very first points that I ever made. And I mean, it ain't bad for a beginner, I reckon. But I progressed quite a bit, pretty fast. And you know, it was almost a lost art. But thank goodness there was a guy named DC Waldorf put out videos and all of that, and I grabbed a hold of that and went to town and ended up turning my hobby into a business, which was a mistake, because this is the kind of stuff I graduated to. My knives. Now, I'm sure you've seen the knives, but to put it in perspective how big that is, I can't even get it in the... I got my arm all the way out. That is a 1 foot knife. And it's parallel flaking. And if you get it in the sun right, it's got rainbow in it. It's called a triple flow obsidian. And that there is zebra marble handle. And it fits perfect in the hand. I'm gonna tell you what, I've made some beautiful knives, and I've only got 2 left that I kept for myself, and I've sold some that are just way more nicer than these. And here's a dagger. If I can get that out there. Oh my gosh, that my arm is, I'm really stretching. And this is about a foot something. But I had, oh, this thing just, that blade right there, I made a matching spear point with it, and it was a pair, and I ended up splitting up the pair. I sold the arrowhead, and I was just like, oh my gosh, why did I even do that? Break up a beautiful set like that. And then come over here, and here's some more points that I made. Now these ones here, that's what you call a cahokia, this one here. That one is almost an elko, but there's another one, and there's another cahokia right there. Mahogany obsidian, some Brazilian agate, and just a little fancy doodad there, just messing around. And let's see. Oh yeah, I had a guy fuse some glass, this black and white, to match it with the zebra marble, and I made some beautiful, oh, they look so badass, man. And then there's my wife's favorite arrowhead. That was some tough material, believe it or not, but yeah, she calls that her hippie point. Yeah. And then down here, this is some glass, and I've got turquoise that I was going to make a handle with, and I just never got around to it, and now I don't have the equipment to make the handle, damn it. I ended up selling all my equipment. I had a real rough winter one time, and yeah, got to do what you got to do. But now the equipment is freaking double the price. Now here's some of my percussion points, and I mean they weren't too bad, you know. It just took time. I got better, and I still wished I had a lot more. But here's the big prize, man. This here Matati. I need to zoom out of here. Here we go. That's what's going on. If you can see this ring around the stone, that's what I saw, because it was up on a ridge, and it was decomposed granite, and that was all that was showing. I'm going, man, that's odd to be here. And I ended up going around, digging around the edge, and I'm going, oh my gosh, this thing is something else. And I got underneath the edge, and I reefed on it, and I fell on my ass, and that fell in my lap. And here's the working side right there. Now I'm going, oh my gosh, this is a find of a lifetime. And started looking around, and I found the stone, and this stone was with it, and there was only maybe, oh, I'd say about that much showing right there where my hand's at, just barely showing. And I dug it up, and I'm, oh my gosh, this is great. You know, I got me a set. And then here, this is an ancient biface. And I found this up at Davis Creek, just north of Alturas, where I used to get my obsidian and whatnot for making stuff. And what they do, they would make these bifaces so they wouldn't have to carry boulders, you know. They'd sit there and chip these out real quick, and they'd get a bunch of them together, and they used them for trading, or they used them for themselves. But just great material for trade, you know. And this is a piece of dacite. I don't think I have a dacite point here I could show you. But anyway, and then here's another artifact. Now, believe it or not, I got this at a flea market in Reno. This old boy, he had all kinds of stuff, and this just popped out. And I asked him, hey man, how much you want for that? Oh, give me $1. I says, well, where'd you get this? And he told me Pyramid Lake. So what I'm assuming is if this is actually from Pyramid Lake, and I don't have a doubt about it, this is a net weight. It's got to be. I mean, it's been worked. All that right there. So, anyway, and here's a couple of other stones. Man, that thing is smooth as a baby's butt. And this one here. But I had to break this one out here. Now this here, I found at the nugget chute out at Rye Patch that's put on every year. And Jim, the ranger, he kind of headed all that up with the club. And he made this and donated it to the dig. And lucky me, I pulled out my detector I'm detecting, I found this. And I really, really like it. It's so freaking cool, man. He made it out of railroad spikes. So, anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit because, you know, I haven't really been out a lot on the rivers and whatnot. Freaking gas prices are just killer, man. And me being retired on a what do you want to call it? A fixed income. Okay, I got that out. But yeah, until I get my Social Security, it's tight. I ain't lying, guys. But we're still hanging in, doing our thing. Just wanted to share this with you guys. And the next video is going to be all about gold because we're taking a trip on the 1st, Northern California. Some good gold bearing country where we're going. And I say we, that's me, Bill, Devin, and a new acquaintance, Jacob, and I guess his brother. I hope they make it, but anyway. So, that's the deal, guys. I'm sorry there ain't no gold to show you today, but anyway, this is what I'm all about. You know, it ain't all about gold. I've been a rock hound all my life, grew up in the rock club, been hounding rocks for 50 years, man. So, anyway, and I got a bunch of stuff outside too, but it's windy as hell, so I'm not going to go out there and try to make a video of that. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll talk at you soon. All right. Oh, and to the veterans, my prayers and love with you. Thank you. You're giving me kisses, Boomer. Will you freaking hurry up? What are you doing? Videoing?
Yeah.
Oh, you suck. Mom's got a video on us, Boomer. She thinks you're cute.
That's how Boomer gives his dad a hug. Boomer loved him.
All right, get down.